What's good? It's your girl Toyota Bossy One checking in another Sunday with a video for you guys. Let me go ahead and put this out here. First things first, um, I just want to let you guys know that I have been having the worst headache tension since Friday. Yeah, I want to say maybe Thursday evening, Friday. Um, I just being a single mother, I go through stress, right? So I don't know. A lot of times I can't quite pinpoint it, but I really feel like, this is a tension headache type of situation because it's in my shoulders and it's in my neck and it's like right in the base, like back of my head. So my oldest son, he, like really, really rubbed me down really good yesterday. And I had like two knots. One was in my neck and one was in my right shoulder blade, and the other one was like in my left side of my neck. So I could feel that, the knots, like they were like rolling. It was crazy, So after he did that, it felt, what I'm saying, so much better. And I drank a lot of water, to like rinse the toxins out of my body. And yeah, I ended up like some foolishness went on yesterday and then it came right back. So I'm knowing that it has to be with stress, and not only just with stress. I've been cheating a little bit, like as far as on my diet. Like, okay, you guys know I'm full, full-fledged pescatarian. Don't eat any beef, chicken. Well, I might as well say poultry, beef, or pork, or any other products. Just, fish and, vegetables and stuff. But I have been on a little sugar binge. So that could also be adding to it because my body is like, wait a minute, we went from water to you, putting all these sugars in us again. What's going on? So that could be it. I have to listen to my body. I must pump my brakes. So I'm paying for it now. So um if my spirit seems a little turned down, it's because of that. But I've still been able to, do my, creative outlets and, my hobby. I just finished two lamps. I will definitely try to enter a picture in for you guys. Excuse me, that was my phone. But yeah. I actually wanted to call people's attention to, well, I'm pretty sure I don't have to call anyone's attention to it. If you have eyes or ears, you have heard about this whole situation with JayZ signing, actually RocNation signing with the NFL, and the disdain that Eric Reid and I guess Colin Kaepernick via his girlfriend Nessa have had with the whole situation. So I did a little bit of research on it. I've been hearing it here and there, and you know, uh, I just want to say this: I am open to discussing anything with anyone. Um, any topic is pretty much not off limits with me. I enjoy conversation, especially intelligent conversation, and I also enjoy contrary, opinions. I love to hear how one person may feel because the next person might not feel that way. However, on this topic, I will not engage deeply with anyone who did not participate in the boycott. In my opinion, if you did not participate in the boycott, you have no space to debate this. Continue watching the NFL. You've never been on this side of the social battle, so I'm not going to engage you now. It's not up for debate. I don't want anybody to be saying, see, that's why I never boycotted the NFL in the first place. No, that's honestly, in my opinion, a way of saying, I've never stood for nothing in my life. That's how it equates to me. It doesn't have to be that way. You can feel any kind of way you want to, but what you won't do is engage me with it. I have no conversation for you. I have nothing to say to you. We have nothing to discuss. If you didn't stand on the side of the boycott with the rest of us, don't now come along with your opinions. You see, it's just like if with me decorating my home. If you don't pick up the telephone for me and offer me any feedback on anything or tell me maybe I should do this color, that color, and I make a decision, do not later come along and critique me or criticize whatever I've chosen to do. Your opinion will have no weight with me, and I will tell you to shut the hell up. I'm not going to mix words. So with that being said, anyone who continued to watch the NFL during this whole situation, please don't ask me my opinion on this. I'm going to give it to you here, and I will direct you in my daily life to my YouTube page, and that'll be where I leave it. Now, to my other fellow African Americans, Latino Americans, white Americans, Asian Americans, or any other American that participated in this boycott because they saw an injustice happen, let's go deep. JayZ has an album, Kingdom Come, happens to be one of my favorite albums by JayZ, and he has a song called Dig a Hole. In this song, he states, y'all niggas playing checkers with chess playing holes. This game is over. You don't know, you in the hole. Once again, listen. You niggas playing checkers with chess playing holes. This game is over. I don't know if y'all know, you in a hole. The importance of this is basically stating that this is a chess move that JayZ just made. JayZ don't play checkers. Now, I might not agree with every way that JayZ handles his business. There's a lot of things that JayZ has done in the past that have made me look at him kind of cooning, kind of soft shoeing, samboing. But what I will say, I give the brother credit for, is the moves that he makes are normally always chess moves. Chess moves don't always make sense, but the idea is to win the game. And sometimes you have to sacrifice certain pieces to win the game. One thing I've noticed about Jay is that he never sacrifices his queen, though. Peep it. Beyonce will be scot-free in this situation. Her image will remain intact. Peep. In February 15th of this year, Colin Kaepernick, and I'm reading my notes right here, right? Because I took notes. As I stated, I'm not coming into this conversation from a memory type, what I think. I researched. I didn't do a complete deep dive, but I dove deep enough to basically make my point. And once we engage each other, we can always go deeper. Colin Kaepernick and Eric Reid reached a settlement on February 15th of 2019. This was to close their case with the NFL for the collusion grievances that they had entered that basically stated that the NFL owners colluded to exclude them out of the NFL because of their choice to exercise their First Amendment right of freedom of speech. So basically, they reached a settlement. USA Today stated that they received less than $10 million combined for the collusion grievances that they filed, and also for their silence, that they couldn't talk about the situation. Okay. So after that situation went on, shortly after, Forbes reported that they agreed upon about 40 million. And then The Week reported 60 to 80 million. Now, here's the thing. I'm inclined to believe that it was about $10 million because, for one, Eric Reid is playing. He plays for the Carolina Panthers, number 25. He's a safety. He's playing. And Cap is still saying that he wants to get a job. So I can't see two people splitting $20 million if it was 40 million, they got 20 million a piece, or if it was 60 to 80 million, 30 to 40, I can't see anybody having that much money and not investing in other things, still want to play in the NFL. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm inclined to believe that they probably got about 5 million a piece in their silence. But there's no telling what is in that situation, right? Now, Nessa, who has been Colin Kaepernick's mouthpiece through all of this, basically, anything controversial said comes from her. So that way it keeps Colin's squeaky clean image. So we'll make or paint Nessa as the angry black chick. So she'll just speak up when things need to be spoken about. She states that Colin feels some type of way because JayZ didn't reach out to him before signing this new social justice thing with the NFL through RocNation. Now, it's also stated that Colin Kaepernick never reached out to JayZ when they reached this deal. From the understanding of the people that were on ground zero working with this from the beginning, along with JayZ, because if you recall, JayZ called him an icon, had on the I'm with Cap jersey, along with my son, along with Nick Cannon. I mean, it was so many celebrities. You could look it up. So when Colin Kaepernick and Eric Reid reached this settlement and this agreement, they never contacted JayZ. So JayZ was on the outs. So chess playing Hove made his move and basically left them out. Didn't say a word. The only people that are speaking up are Nessa and Eric, because clearly neither one of them are understanding that this was a chess move. Cap hasn't said anything from what I've read, because Colin Kaepernick understands. Your silence was bought. You had a platform that you could have used to help all of the kids that are coming behind you when it comes down to the discrimination that they face in the NFL. And you walked away from it. You took your money and you shut up. You didn't tell anybody what this entailed, because all you want to do is play in the NFL. So it further leads me to not believe, but it makes me go back to think, what were your real intentions on kneeling? Because if this was something that was in your heart, it's hard to walk away from your heart. We know, because you haven't walked away from Nessa, nor have you told her to be quiet. So clearly we know you follow your heart. But you didn't follow your heart on this. Now, in the press conference, JayZ stated that we've moved past kneeling. People are up in arms over that statement because they feel like JayZ has taken a jab at the whole Black Lives Matter type situation, or the situation with the social injustices that Kaepernick was kneeling for. That's not the case. Look a little bit deeper. You got to go further down the rabbit hole, and you got to follow the money. JayZ stating that we're moving past kneeling is stating that he has moved past the Kaepernick situation, and so has the NFL. They bought his silence. He has no leverage. He had it, but he let it go. You never said a word to anybody, and now you're upset that you just got checked off the board by chess playing Hove? See, I don't have the money to move in those realms. So I can't really talk about the choices. We can all say what we will and won't do, but I done been sold out for thoughts of ambitions of somebody that I gave my heart to, for him to go run off and venture somewhere else in some bullshit. So we'll sell each other out for less. So can you only imagine what people will do for some money? Come on, y'all got to think deeper than that, and never just take the surface. You always have to scratch beyond the surface. Get yourself a root cause on why this shit happened. This was a move. It was a power move that JayZ made. And even though I don't even know if I would have made the same decision as JayZ, given I don't know all of the pieces and all the intricacies in the situation. But what I do know is he made a move. Regardless to whether you agree with it or not, he made a move. And that's what he's been doing with his whole career. He's been making moves, and we've been sitting back watching him. But instead of watching him like entertainment, watch him as a businessman. That's how you navigate with vultures, because you could support someone and a couple of months down the line, you'll be having to possibly take their head off. You just never know when it comes down to money and these sharks that's in the water, and when you're trying to navigate and make allies and do different things. Because regardless to whatever you want to say about JayZ, a lot of people wouldn't have even known about Khalif Broader if it wasn't for JayZ. There are some things that he has done that is positive. So I'm not going to sit back and just crucify that man for making a decision that I see people make every day in the hood. There are people sitting in jail for the rest of their lives behind people that have made moves that have put them in a better position. Listen to a Free Ricky interview. He'll sit there and say that it's plenty of people that he put on that he couldn't even get nothing from when he came home. And he just sit back and watch. So what makes this any different? Once again, you niggas playing checkers with chess playing holes. This game is over. I don't know if y'all know, but y'all in a hole. That's how I feel about that. So y'all have a good Sunday. I'm going to try to get back in here a little bit later with another video, because there is something else I kind of want to talk about, but that's going to be if I feel a little bit better. If not, I will see you guys again. And until I do, remember to stay prolific and stay abundant. Keep me in y'all thoughts, y'all positive vibes, okay? Because I got to shake this. Y'all have a good, happy, sunny Sunday.